Welcome to Tom's Top of 22, where we're counting down my top 5 TV shows of the year. Number 5. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared is an iconic piece of internet pop culture, as well as an iconic piece of my adolescence. So having to wait this long for the television series felt like an eternity, and then it was released and naturally I loved it. I can't help but admire the creative drive behind the web series and the TV series. It's just a heck of a lot of fun to tangentially feel how the show was made, and generally be in awe of the fact that it even did get made in the first place. The budget and scale increase from the web show has only increased this feeling. A major British broadcaster commissioned and financed this. It's just such a kooky little show, and I desperately hope they get to make more, if only because I want to see more of Duck.
I don't want to do this anymore!
What's wrong? Now come on, that was good. Come on.
Yeah, it's good.
Keep going, unemployed Brendan.
Why can't you just call me Brendan? My name is Brendan!
Oh, don't be like that.
Number 4. The After Party. I love pretty much everything that Phil Lord and Chris Miller are involved with, and The After Party is no exception. Created by Miller, The After Party is just a really fun whodunit, with a really fun gimmick, with a really fun cast. I knew Sam Richardson from I Think You Should Leave, and he is always a delight. Likewise with Ben Schwartz, who is always a fun presence. Tiffany Haddish is a fun, unexpected type of detective, and her hot gossip vibe really works here. The genre pastiches are a delight, and a really fun and novel twist on the standard flashback-based whodunit formula. As you might expect, Daniel Pemberton's score is an absolute banger. Also, Never Gonna Die by Xavier is the song of the summer.
I started writing a tribute song. The acoustics here are incredible. Listen to this. Just a boy in the bathroom, let him cry.
Amazing, truly. Did you look at the trash?
Oh no, there's a wet tissue on top, so I'm not touching it.
Number 3. The Rehearsal. Certainly one of the most unique bits of television in a while, Nathan Fielder brings his unique creative vision out of business problems into the personal problems of people who are willing to answer a Craigslist ad. In a way, this feels like his follow-up to Finding Francis, but The Rehearsal is wholly its own. It had so many buck-wild moments from week to week that it was frankly difficult to remember stuff like Robin crashing his Scion TC at 100 miles per hour, and his many numerological beliefs. When the series ends with Nathan Fielder ruining a child's life and then questioning the entire premise of the show. It's an incredible series that leaves you truly questioning what's real and what's not.
Do you want to feel something real?
Yeah.
That's sad. You never will.
Number 2. Severance. Severance is a fascinating watch, and one I've watched at least 3 times at this point. The world that Dan Erickson has created here is so interesting, and I cannot wait to see it get explored and exposed more in further seasons, with Ben Stiller and Aoife McArdle's direction doing a great job of bringing us into this world. The production design is stellar, likewise with Theodore Shapiro's unsettling score. The performances are all fantastic. I was going to list standouts here, but then just started listing the entire cast, so I'll let that one slide. Hell, the series has one of my favourite little love stories of the year between Irving and Bird. Also, that finale is one of the most nail-biting pieces of TV I have ever watched. Great stuff.
What is it we actually do here?
We serve here, you child!
Honourable mention, Yellow Jackets. As an honourable mention, before we hit my number 1 TV show of 2022, it's Yellow Jackets. Whilst yes, it may technically be a 2021 series, I didn't watch it until 2022, and enough episodes aired in 2022 that I'm happy to consider it here as well. It's an incredibly intriguing watch, whilst also being a lot of fun, and I cannot wait to see season 2. Also, Misty did, I can't say nothing wrong, she did some fucked up stuff, but we love her all the same.
And then there was hiking guy, and he seemed pretty normal, but afterwards he asked me for my socks, and he still never called.
Number 1. Andor. I'm a massive Star Wars guy, and whilst I liked every other Star Wars TV show that came out in 2022, it's fair to say that none came especially close to this top 5 list. And then Andor happened, a show I had no expectations for until the trailer released, based on a character from a movie I don't especially care for, and now here we are. It's one of my favourite pieces of Star Wars ever, and my favourite show of the year. What Tony Gilroy has created is an incredible piece of anti-fascist art, with some of the best pieces of TV I've ever seen, built on the back of its slow-burn character-driven format, culminating in some fantastic monologues delivered by some of our best actors working today. Also, B2 Emo is the best.
Was that him?
I don't know.
I can't tell from here,
Well, who else could it be?
but that will put them behind us.
Shit. We're under siege. They're everywhere.